Hi, Scott Lackman from 4510 TV. Today, folks, on the episode, we're walking around the beautiful Centenary Lakes. With me, Billy Tyndall. How you going, Billy?
Not too bad, yourself?
Good, mate. Now, can we tell Caboolture and our viewers of 4510 TV who's Billy Tyndall?
Okay, so I've grown up in Caboolture all my life. I attended Caboolture State High School and graduated from there in 2007. Went on and studied pharmacy, and I'm a pharmacist at the Jayden Chemist Group, just one of the local pharmacies here. Sporting wise, I've competed with the Caboolture Boxing Club here at Centenary Lakes up until the age of 21. During that time, I was Queensland and Australian champion. I was 5-time Golden Gloves champion and represented Queensland and Australia. Since then, I've gotten into ultra endurance running and adventure racing, and so looking at doing some big things with that.
Yep. I'm glad you gave us a snapshot of who you are because, the Tyndall family, your uncle Don, he was your trainer throughout all those successful years of boxing, and he creates just an atmosphere of encouraging the youth around town through the boxing sport. Now, through your boxing, mate, I just want to talk about your background and that before we get into what you're doing. Your boxing, as a young fellow, local, a lot of study at uni to become a pharmacist and now living locally, working locally, what sort of elements through the boxing have you learnt as you've grown up and matured, mate?
I think for me, for boxing, it's been a lot of self-discipline has been a big thing that I've learnt, confidence as well. I guess for me, boxing, what I liked about it is that it's a one-on-one sport. You can't blame other people if things don't go the way you plan, and it taught me to set goals and do what's required to achieve them.
Yep. And do you think through that training, you mentioned the endurance running now and the long distance, all of those facets have come to play now?
Definitely. I think boxing's been a huge contributor to my endurance running. I've definitely drawn a lot of the things that I learnt during my boxing years in order to get through.
So the reason I've got you down here and we're walking around the Centenary Lakes and our Ubutte cameraman Andrew's walking backwards, why are we here, Billy, and why do you have the shirt Daniel Morcombe Foundation?
Yeah, so in September next year I'm actually going to be doing a run from Melbourne to Sunshine Coast to raise money and awareness for the Daniel Morcombe Foundation and the great things that they're doing.
Yep. So talk us through the walk, Melbourne to the sunny coast.
Yes, that's right.
1 million odd kilometres, how much?
Roughly 1,800 kilometres all up.
Yep.
For it.
And how are you going to stage that out?
So I'm looking at averaging at least 60 kilometres a day. The goal for me is to be able to finish, so it does coincide with the annual Day for Daniel that they do on the last Friday of October. Yep. So for me, in order for me to be able to do that, I do need to average at least 60 kilometres every day for 4 weeks.
Wow, what a great a commitment. Now, obviously, you've got the support of the foundation. Why do you believe the foundation? Why you want to support it?
Yeah, so I think it stems back from initially. Well, I was the same age as Daniel Morcombe when he was sadly abducted. And I remember it really standing out to me, being that he was the same age as me and it was so close to home. And I just sort of followed the story as I think most people did and always wanted to do something to help, but never really knew what it was that I could do. Yep. And then his parents, Bruce and Denise, created Daniel Morcombe Foundation, and they're dedicated to preventing this happening to other kids and helping victims of abuse.
Yeah. Now, you're a father yourself,
That's
so obviously even more prevalent that you want your kids to grow up in a world where they are safe and not only safe, but they're aware of bad things can happen. Is that what you're looking forward to try to instill in your kids, mate?
Definitely. I think that's definitely being a parent, it makes it so much more meaningful for me to be able to do this and to be able to teach my son and future children that all of these things, and also want to teach them that you can't let different things hold you back either. You need to get out there and do it.
Now, whilst you're on travels next year, your son's going to turn 2?
That's correct, yes, 2 years.
So there's going to be a celebration. Will he walk a bit on the way? Is he walking yet?
Yeah, well, he's just started walking. So, but yeah, so my wife and him will be meeting me at certain parts, and they'll definitely be meeting me for his birthday. So we'll definitely have to have him do a leg with me. That's for sure.
Billy, more about the foundation. I'm sure by now across media we know what it's about. Your passion to be involved, to make a difference. Why the walk? Why did you choose to do this ultra marathon?
Well, for me, obviously I enjoy doing ultra marathons. I enjoy the challenge of it, and I thought for me it was a good way to be able to gain awareness for the foundation and the money. And I know a lot of people seem to respond to things like this quite often, these things which a lot of people probably don't see as possible. It does draw their attention, and I think it's a good way to be able to raise the awareness and wanting to.
Are we putting a call out to our Caboolture community? Billy Tyndall, well-known local pharmacist with the Jaden Group. Are we putting a shout out? Can people support you in 2017?
Oh, definitely. Any support obviously is much appreciated. Fundraisers and things like this don't work without people knowing about it and the support. So, businesses looking to sponsor as well definitely helps with more money being able to go to the foundation, and just people simply getting out there and sharing it is huge.
Spot on. Billy Tyndall, local champion, and doing the walk from Melbourne to the Sunshine Coast in 2017. We're definitely going to catch up with you early next year, mate, and see how the progress is going. Training wise, are you training, mate?
Yeah, plenty of training, plenty of running, as you could imagine. But yeah, there's a few other things that I'm doing, like boxing, strength and conditioning. I'm lucky a local gym, Ironhouse Fitness in Caboolture, they've gotten board and is supporting me with membership to help me along the way.
All right, spot on. Jump on board. Billy Tyndall doing the walk from Melbourne to Sunshine Coast for the Daniel Morcombe Foundation. Follow the links after this video, and we're going to be one of your supporters as well.
Oh, excellent. Thank you for that.